Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
not good at all. Nah, that's not your fault.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I had a table or something.
Damn. Oh. I can't do that. Alright.
All
Alright, I think.
that seems to work.
Yeah, it looked crooked as hell, but alright. Alright. And
Oh, want me to do some, let's see, what we got? Let's do this, the open.
can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
All right.
We got some new equipment now, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta worry about the speaker dying in June, you know what I'm saying? We got new and improved.
Yes, sir.
You know, my man Curtis on the ones and twos over here.
Yeah, man. Got trying to get the microphone back in effect. So, so far so good on that. So we shall see how that works out. But yeah, welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is episode 239. Yes, sir.
Good.
And this your boy Kurt, and this is
Howard.
All right. So, how was your week this week?
Oh, the week was pretty good. Didn't do too much anything. Looking forward to this weekend. I'm taking my girl. She likes Korean food and stuff. They got like a festival going on this weekend, so we're gonna go check it out. It's on. I think it's in North Elm Street.
Oh yeah,
but it's like all the
Okay,
it's got like all the Asian stuff. So I'm trying to support all my Asian brothers so they can understand that there's no Asian hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My black ass.
I mean, I would definitely go. I'm not that big on Korean food. I ain't gonna lie, but I would still go support. What day did you say it was?
It's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's Saturday the 20th.
Um,
Hold on, let me see. It is 22nd.
22nd,
Yeah, because tomorrow's 20th.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Time is flying on us, man.
I'm telling you, man, that shit crazy. Shit.
But yeah, how's everything with work going?
Work is all right. Actually, like I said, today we was kind of, that's the reason why I was a little bit behind. We actually had a guy, that picks up, not to get too personal, he has some personal things to take care of. So we were trying to get him picked. Originally, he was going to pick up tomorrow, but yeah, he picked up today, and then we had to run up to a place to show off for furniture and whatnot. So yeah, it's just been crazy, man. But we're getting it going, man. But how about you, man? How's work going and everything?
I mean, work is going good. You know what I mean? It's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still, ain't nothing to jump for joy about, when it comes to the job. But it's still paying the bills, so I ain't gonna front. But yeah, I mean, they definitely got some stuff they need to improve at the job, man, because they be driving folks crazy, man, with a lot of the rules and stuff that they do, and it's just not good. But overall, it's okay. You know what I mean? But my week's been pretty good. I ain't gonna front. Just enjoying my new place, the new back cave. You know what I mean? And learning the new neighborhood and all of that. So everything's been good. I ain't gonna complain. So, but yeah, we can go ahead and kind of jump into some stuff here. Wanted to give an RIP. We just lost the famous Christian preacher, Charles Stanley. He passed away. You know about how old he was?
He was 90.
He was 90. Okay, I knew he was up there. I was gonna say 80 something, but he was definitely up there. So, when I was doing the Christian thing, I used to see him on TV all the time. So, I remember him and all of those guys. So, but yeah, and then we just want to give him a rest in peace. But also, we want to make mention of a story that just recently came out where a young black man was shot by an older white guy because he came to the wrong door. I mean, to me, that shit's crazy.
But what happened was, to give context of the story, what happened, he had two twin brothers. They were 11 years old. And he himself, the guy who got shot, he was 16 years old. Right. He was looking for his brother. His brothers just wanted to see if anybody seen him. This happened in Missouri. So, just to give,
So he wasn't like mixing this guy's house up with nobody else.
Nah, he was just knocking on the door, just saying, "Hey, have you seen these kids? Have you seen?" You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. And my man shot him twice. Like, why twice?
That's crazy, man. I mean, he didn't even enter your property. He just knocked on the door.
Hey,
I would love to know how that conversation went because, I mean, I don't care how old this white guy is. He was like 84. He need to go to jail. And he need his ass whooped while he in there. He need to get fucked up like every day, like for that bullshit. Exactly. Slap the shit out that nigga. So yeah, we're gonna give him the big boo. Yes, sir. So we'll follow that story and see what happens because I hope they don't give him like a pat on the wrist or whatever you call it, and let him off. Oh, well, he's old. He didn't know. Somebody, his family gonna come out and say, "Oh, he's senile. He didn't realize what he was doing. When he cocked the gun the first time, he was confused, and when he cocked it the second time, he was confused again."
Dang, he was confused.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Normally, when you shoot someone 2 times,
right,
that's usually an accident. But if you shoot someone 3 times, that's no accident. Right. But in that case, like the dude knocked on the door and you already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can understand dude had a weapon. You shoot twice. I understand dude didn't have no weapon. He wasn't even proposing a threat. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he was basically a good old boy, and he was looking for a chance to take another black man off the streets. And that's the way I look at it. And I hope he faced the fullest penalty. And I don't care if they say, "Oh, he's old, we should give him a shorter sentence." Nah,
I didn't give that to Bill Cosby.
Right.
And who had more money than this guy?
Exactly. So
I didn't give that. The man with the pudding up, and I'm about to check the pudding. Yeah.
Exactly. So and put him in there with the population. Let them niggas see what he did. You know what I mean? All of them. You're gonna get the essays, all of them.
Shut up.
Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and give a moment of silence for Mr. Charles Stanley, just to pay respects. All right, thank y'all for doing that with us. So yeah, the young kid that got shot, he did not die, but he did get wounded pretty bad. So the older white guy, his name is Andrew Lester. So everybody, where were they living at? Do you remember?
It was Missouri.
Missouri. Okay, so anybody out there in Missouri, you need to make sure the voices are heard on this case. You know what I mean? Anybody around the world, if you can sign petitions or whatever, man, show them that this man needs to be punished. You know what I mean? So, because even though this young kid didn't die, you know what I mean, he got shot twice.
Yeah, that was definitely a 10.
Exactly. You know and it was racist to me. You know what I mean? There's nothing else that could explain it. He can't say I would have done that to anybody. You're full of shit. I don't believe that. So, all right, we can move on. Did you have anything for the question of the day?
Yeah, I do have something for the question that goes along with Charles Stanley passing.
Okay.
Where is God in hip hop?
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of swap out, not that they're equal, but you can kind of swap out where is religion in hip hop.
Right.
So we can, saying if you want to swap it out.
I mean, honestly, man, I think if you look at the pattern of behavior, most people, not all, but most people who really delve into religion kind of step away from hip hop. Because, Mace, when he was really trying to get religious, he kind of stepped away. Craig Mack, when he was trying to get religious, he stepped away. Loon, when he was trying to get religious, he stepped away. You know what I mean? But there are some people who kind of try to mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like Black Thought, he's a Muslim, and he throws some Muslim Islamic scriptures in some of his rhymes sometimes about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Holy Quran. And, I hear some people rapping about Christianity every now and then. And then in Christian gospel music, they got a lot of Christian rappers that are actually dope, too. But I don't know. Overall, it's hard to say if that'll ever be an overwhelming thing where a lot of people are rapping and mentioning God or religion. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Well, I'll say it like this. I think hip hop is a religion to a certain degree. I do think it's a thing that was created by God. It's a form of expression that, we as, melanated people have created to express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To express how we feel and how we was to move and, elevate and whatnot. Have other groups came in and exploited? Yes. But it's still some, what you would say like the culture vulture, but it's still coming intact. So I think, I think religion is there and it's not there because everything is definitely a little bit more secular, but I think it's still, as far as like what you're saying, like Black Lives Muslim, let's say like LA Symphony, they're Christian, but we can all come under the banner of hip hop and rock the mic.
Absolutely. That's true. Yeah. And I mean, I think, like you said, God is in everything, you know what I mean? But, it just depends on the perspective or perception that you take in your music, you know what I mean? So, you can really tell a lot about people in their music and their lyrics and stuff like that. And, how they come across. But yeah, I think that's a good question. Y'all let us know in the comments, where's God at and religion at in hip hop? You know what I mean? Because you definitely got some satanic people in there.
Oh yes.
So we're not even going to talk about that too much, but they in there.
I would say it like this. I think some of those people are pushed. It ain't just them, because you know what I'm saying. Like it ain't just like this. They want to blame the rapper. And this is where I'm going back to religion. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen people thinking like, these rappers are menacing and stuff. Have you ever seen a boatload of rappers come to a shore to, I don't know, fucking Europe?
Right.
Start enslaving the people?
Exactly.
Like under the guise of Christianity?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. God wants us to take you.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, and that's not a slight at, because I know for the most part, Christians, for the most part, they're just regular people, just like everybody else. They're regular people. We just want to work. We want to provide for our family. We want to go home. That's it. That's it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But the powers that be up top, you know what I'm saying? They want to do these things. And just going back to what you said with the satanic thing, I don't think necessarily the artist themselves are satanic to a degree. I mean, yeah, there might be something here or there. I get it. But I think it's more so of the record label pushing it. Because if the record labels weren't satanic, they wouldn't push it.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying too. But to me, if you agree to it and you allow it to creep into your music or your lifestyle, then you part of it. You know what I mean? I mean, if I'm a Muslim and I go to a record label and they say, we really want you to do Christian music, even though you're Muslim, just do it in the music. If I'm in the music saying, I believe that Jesus is my God, then that means I'm a Christian. You know what I mean? I whatever comes out of your mouth, that's what you profess. And so you can't say, well, off the mic, I'm Muslim. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? Or you can't be a Christian and, saying, well, I don't believe in Jesus no more. You know what I mean? I believe in Buddha or whatever, you know, in my lyrics, just because that's pleasing a record label or helping you sell music. You part of it now. You done said it, you know, life and death is in the tongue. That's in your Bible. You know what I mean?
You tell me niggas Muslims on Saturday. That's what you trying to say. I'm Muslim on Saturday, nigga.
Right. Yeah, I put some on Saturday. You know, that's my holy day. Other days is a little different. So yeah. But y'all tell us in the comments what y'all think about that. You know, I think that's an interesting question. And you know, don't forget, hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
We need funds.
Allocated.
For more equipment.
Yep.
For the podcast.
Yep. See it coming up. See it coming up. We coming up. Yeah, we coming up. Got a little, you know, a little joint right here.
Yeah, man. We on the come up, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, you know, just we appreciate y'all sticking with us. Those of y'all who do stick with us and inviting your friends and all that. So, and those who you know, enjoying the conversation and stuff like that. So much appreciated. All right, so let me go ahead and jump into some birthdays real quick. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week because I stopped around April 17th when I did my last week's birthdays, but one birthday I might have missed was Grandmaster Kaz. He has a birthday on April 17th.
Oh, my man.
Yeah, so just the other day he celebrated his birthday. On April 18th, which was that yesterday, right?
Yeah, just
Fredro Starr, happy birthday to him from Onyx.
Right.
Today, April 19th, Mr. Suge Marion Knight.
Oh,
yeah. So
shit.
you know, yeah.
So hold on. So Dr. Charles Stanley died of my man Suge Knight. Yo, that's wild.
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
So Suge is out here putting fear in folks.
Man.
Yeah. Still putting fear.
Yeah.
He's still in prison though, right? I believe.
Look, I don't know. Anytime I say that nigga name, I'm just like, look, I don't care how many times the barber knocked my man out.
Right.
But hey, all I'm saying, that nigga out. That's all I'm saying. So I act like he's out. You know what I mean?
Just in case.
Hell yeah, just in case.
But anyway, coming up tomorrow on April 20th, we got my man Killer Mike. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yep. And then on April 22nd, we got MGK, also DJ Drama, and the Queen, Bahamadia. Happy birthday to all three of them. On April 23rd, we got Little Easy E, you know, Little Easy E, his son. Also on April 23rd, Tony Sunshine from Terror Squad. I'm assuming he's still with Terror Squad. I ain't really, you know, heard much from him lately, but I don't know. But still, happy birthday to him. Coming up on April 24th, the legend, Colt LaRock.
Yes.
Happy birthday to him. And who shares the same day as him? Reek the Villain.
All right.
So happy birthday to both of them.
Right.
And last but not least, on April 25th, we got my man Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Fizzle. So happy birthday to all of them. Let's give them some applause or something. I like that should be louder. I don't know why I can't get it louder, but let's give them some cheering too. There we go. All right. So anyway, let's see. Let me jump into some new music. Got a few things. So my man Pharoah Monch has announced he got a new album coming soon. So I'm excited about that. I don't know the name. I don't think he really mentioned it. He just said that he's working on something that'll be out soon. And he said this is going to be his greatest album ever.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you know, that's a lot because you got songs like Simon Says. I don't know, man. That's one of your dopest joints. So we're gonna see.
Nah, got on the training day joint. Got you.
Yeah.
Show hands up against the ball and spread them. Opposition, not just take them. Fuck you. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Pharoah Monch, man. He got some classics out there, man. The joint he did with Nate Dogg and Most Def.
Yep. Yeah, he has a joint.
Yep. So Also, my man 38 Special out of New York, he got a new joint called Crowned King. So shout out to him. Toby and Weeway got a new joint called Bravo.
All right.
Some dude named Fuego Bass, who did a song called The Warehouse, and it features Benny the Butcher. That's a dope song. Yeah,
I need to be bumping that.
Yeah.
For personal reasons.
So yeah, The Warehouse, yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I have for my music. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of them. We'll give us some cheers. Yep. So, anytime we can hear new music, we love to talk about that. You know, especially the real hardcore hip hop. You know what I mean? So, anyway, let's jump into some topics. So the Breakfast Club has now moved over to BET from Revolt. I don't know the full story on it. I remember when they said on Revolt, they was like, yeah, this is going to be our last season on Revolt. And they didn't ever give a reason. And then next thing I know, I saw a commercial like, yeah, the Breakfast Club on BET. So, yeah, they just started on BET earlier this week. And so now they got just Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy, no Angela Yee. So, you know, what do y'all think about that? You know what I mean?
I'm cheer for those.
Go for it. No Angela Yee. I mean, I ain't hating on her, but she really didn't bring much to the show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I hope she has better luck on her other stuff. I know she got her podcast, which I've tried to watch a couple times, and I was like, it's dry. You know what I mean? Yeah. She gets a little on the dry side. So.
It really is. Like I said, I think for them coming over to BET, like I explained to you off the phone, or talk to you off the phone, talk with you on the phone rather, off camera.
Off camera.
Yeah. I'm messing up my word. But anyway, so you know, Byron Allen and Tyler Perry to the bidding war over BET.
I need to find out more about that too.
Yeah. So I don't know, they move over there because of those reasons. Maybe they like, well, you know what? I feel that, you know, whoever gets this, these people actually have money and they're going to be backed. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Puff. Because, I mean, even though it's technically his, Revolt ain't all the way his, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think, and again, and then again too, like I don't think BET would be all the, you know, Tyler Perry's and Byron Allen's either. But I don't know how the whole details about it.
Yeah.
But I think they probably did that though because it probably, you know, it looks a little bit more stable. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
I mean, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, Tyler Perry is cool, but I don't think he would do much different than Viacom. It would be nice to know that it's owned under Black ownership. But you know, with Tyler Perry, I'm gonna need him to step it up with the shows and stuff, man. Some of his shows is alright, but some of them are just like
stuff. Some man is mad at some woman.
Right.
The dark skinned dude. Beat the hell out of what?
Right.
Also, this light skinned brother coming through here, you know what I'm saying, shining and glistening and shit, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna help the kids and everything.
Right.
And then this other nigga come through and he's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like he eventually becomes friends with him and shit. But he's like, yeah, I wanna work things up. But I wanna get force papers going on.
Yeah.
Light skinned dude.
I'm telling you, man, it's just like you said, it's all the same.
Same shit.
So to me, I'm gonna just put this out in the universe. Whether it's Byron Allen or Tyler Perry, if either one of y'all get this channel or network, I should say, if you can get more shows on the strength of what BET used to have, like your Video Soul, like your Caribbean Rhythms, your Rap City, your Teen Summit, you know what I mean, stuff like that. I mean, you would have a good network. I mean, you don't have to bring those exact shows back, but those shows had a certain level of class to them, and it wasn't all the ratchetness that most, shows have. It's not a whole bunch of this is BET Uncut, you know what I mean, After Dark or whatever. It wasn't a whole bunch of that type of shit. You had a little bit of that, but you didn't have a whole lot. And now it just seems like everybody just wants to ratchet this. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, that's the thing too. And going piggyback off of that, I actually have shows where put black people in a different light.
yeah.
Like what I'm saying, we don't have to always be about drama and things like that. Can we have black people having fun for once?
Right.
Black people which I think they're trying. I think because that's one thing they did put. I think Family Matters is back on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen.
Good for them.
Yeah. I think now, but that's what I'm saying. Now I think we need to see, something like American Pictures, something, or what I'm saying, like. We've done yard sales and stuff. We've been doing that since God knows when.
Yeah.
We should have like a show about yard selling and collecting and how to fix up stuff. And yeah, you can do this and like we should have like the DIY, or DIY, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that people can actually, learn some other stuff instead of just being like on some, we just negative. My girlfriend left me,
right.
My boyfriend left me.
Baby mama drama.
Yeah, like that shit gets ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it gets old, man. So, I hope y'all do the right thing, whoever ends up with BET, because honestly, Viacom is not going to do the right thing with that channel.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
No.
So, it is what it is.
It's not in their interest to.
So, but we can move on. Let's see here. Oh, I want to give one more quick shout out to Martin Lawrence for getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on April 20th. You know what I mean? So shout out to him for that.
So that'll be tomorrow.
Right.
Yep.
Some people might not see this till Friday, so that means it was yesterday for you.
Oh, right. Give that a clap. Oh, cheers.
Oh, no, you good. Anything is fine. The cheers seem to be louder than the claps. I don't know why. So let's see. I don't know if that makes a difference. Let's see. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see. You want to talk about Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, man. Talk about Jonathan Majors.
So y'all know Jonathan Majors about 3 or 4 weeks ago got caught up in a little arrest because him and his girlfriend got into a little scuffle, and supposedly she kind of backtracked some of her statements, and because they arrested him and she didn't want to make his career go away, but it seems like it's starting to. His PR team, management team, has dropped him from their contract. And also, you remember the Army had a commercial with him in it, and they dropped that. They took that off the air. So now his whole management team has dropped him as of just a couple of days ago. So, a lot of people are wondering what that means for him and Marvel/Disney, because, he's supposed to have a long run as the Conqueror.
Yeah.
He's already been in Loki as him. And now he's in Ant-Man, and he's supposed to come back in Loki season 2. And then there's more movies in the future with him as the same bad guy. He's supposed to be the new Thanos or whatever, but supposed to be worse. But do you think they should recast him? Because a lot of people are talking about, Disney might recast him.
Why they gonna recast him if he's a fucking villain?
Right.
That don't make sense. You're gonna get a nice villain now?
Right.
We got a villain that don't smack.
Right.
He's gonna be a villain.
I'm Loki.
Yeah, he's a villain.
I'm what is he called?
Like,
I'm Kane.
I'm Kane. I'm Thanos before I blow up the world. I got you some cookies.
Right.
He's a fucking villain.
Right. So
he knows a new villain. And plus the stuff is a little. Now, I will say this. I do understand the production company trying to get away from him because of their image. I can understand that. I can respect that. However, it still ain't I'm not defending what he did if he did it, but there's worse people out there, especially in Hollywood, that ain't been touched and still got careers. So like, what is it, man? I mean, it's just the same song that we sang on here all the time, but it's just like, come on, man. I mean, I'm not, and the dude's a good actor. He's believable.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good talent, and I feel that he's definitely needed in this generation, especially with the whole Creed situation and everything like that. I think he's a needed force. He's a needed actor, in my opinion.
I agree. I think he's a great actor, and I like what he's been doing so far in Hollywood. But I hope Marvel and Disney don't get rid of him, because if DC Comics and DC Entertainment can keep Ezra Miller as the Flash after all that shit he got in trouble with.
Yep.
I mean, they said they choked some people out. They were holding people hostage and all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? This man,
he supposed to be the good guy.
Right. He was the good guy. And they still let him keep his role as the Flash. They're still putting out his movie. You know what I mean? So if Marvel is smart, they'll keep this man as the villain and not worry about it. Now, if he really gets convicted and he's like, let's say, guilty, then don't hire him for nothing else. But you already made plans with this man. You already got him in several projects. So don't interrupt that. Just let that go. And just, if you want to say, no, we won't do no more after that, then that's fine. But at least finish out what you already started. You know what I mean? Because if we get some other nigga coming in there, some Terrence Howard light-skinned nigga trying to be Kang.
I'm Kang, man.
I'm Kang, man.
You know what I mean? I'm Thanos, man.
Right. We don't need that. No disrespect to Terrence Howard. Just using him because he's on the opposite side of the color spectrum. But you can get somebody who look like Jonathan Majors probably, but can they act like him? You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a great actor. He's doing good, man. I mean, the Ant-Man movie didn't do as good as they wanted it to do, but that's just because that might not have been the best movie to introduce Kang in. I think it had potential, but it just didn't go as they planned.
Well, I think even with that, I mean, I ain't had a chance to see it yet, but I think what it is just that their movie's been so great. So now when they have like a mediocre one, not saying it's mediocre, but it would be good if it was released, if someone else, like for instance, let's say if we're releasing a movie that's, not based off a comic, it's just like, maybe based on true events or maybe a drama. So basically them releasing it like that, it would be like a good drama, but it wouldn't be a good comic book movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's what's going on here. I think it's, pretty much the movie is good, but compared to, Marvel standard, it's probably not.
Yeah. I mean, and I did go see it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I mean, it didn't reach the high levels. I ain't gonna lie, but it was good enough for me. It just wasn't where I was like, oh, I got to go back and see that again. Yeah. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that, but it was good enough for me. But I do think that it didn't give you the whole feel of an Ant-Man movie. It just kind of went to a different area because, it's certain things about Ant-Man movies that if you really like that franchise, you kind of look for those elements, and they just weren't there. Mm-hmm. And so it was a lot more on the serious tip. And it just didn't land as good as it should have. But the parts with Kang really, helped save the movie because Jonathan Majors again does such a good job with the acting. So we shall see.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all let us know how y'all feel about Jonathan Majors losing his management and PR team. How that bodes over with y'all in the comments. Let's see. My man's E40. He was ejected from an NBA game. Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh. And That's not at E40. That's
right. That's at the NBA Coliseum. Whoever ejected him.
And that white bitch.
Yeah, because basically the story goes, some white lady was heckling him the whole time, and he tried to do the right thing, was ignoring her. And she kept going, and from what I understand, allegedly she threw in some racist shit in there. That's allegedly. But he finally got mad and decided to respond to her, and all of a sudden now he's getting ejected from the game. Like he's the person doing wrong. So, y'all let us know about that. What did you think about that whole situation?
Yeah, like I said, I just think it's unfortunate because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It goes to show you how certain people from the dominant society view us. They like, nigga dribble your ball, nigga rap your song.
Right.
We pay you money. You know what I'm saying? They make more money than they do.
Yeah.
But they feel that, like, look, we own y'all, so y'all get out here and shuck and jive.
Yeah.
Y'all get out here and dribble the ball, run up and down the court, because that's what we pay y'all to do. We give you these things so y'all can do this. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it's just like, nah, I mean, that man was, he wasn't bothering you. I mean, I understand like heckling and understand, that, because from what I understand, I mean, obviously they had to be at the the other team stadium, because I mean, I don't think if they was at a home game, it would be heckled like that. I have to go back and look, but even still, it's like, chill with that.
I agree. I mean, I hope that something happens to where, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if E40 can take somebody to court over that, but I would make a big deal out of that, about that, how they did that to him. Because I mean, to me, that was very wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what the lady said, but the fact that he kept trying to ignore her the whole time, and then when he finally responds, then he's the bad guy. Get the hell out of here, man. I don't F with that. But and to whoever the white lady is, you know what I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You were there for a game, not to heckle a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So anyway, so yeah, y'all let us know how y'all feel about that in the comments as well, because I think that's kind of atrocious, man, for that man to be treated like that.
Oh yeah, man.
So we have a couple more topics. You want to talk about, let's see.
The Fat Joe situation.
Fat Joe? Okay, let's do that. So recently, Fat Joe, had a court case with legendary late great rapper Big Pun's wife, Liza Rios. And, it's been over the years, she's been complaining a lot about how she felt like she was owed money over Big Pun's music and stuff like that. Over the years, Fat Joe has said he's given her money. I remember him once saying that he did give her like $1 million, and she squandered the money. She wasted it. So supposedly, when they finally got to court here recently, they asked Fat Joe to prove that he gave her this $1 million, and he ain't had no proof. Dang. So it's like, dude, come on, man. You've been leading us on all this time. Now I ain't going to hate on Fat Joe. I don't hate you, but don't say no shit like that. That's a big statement to say you gave somebody $1 million. You ain't saying like I gave her $500 one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
$1 million? I've heard him specifically.
Yeah, I gave her some snacks and told her to, I told her to go to McDonald's.
Right.
To get everything she wanted at the menu.
Right.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom right back.
I'll be right back.
She ordered the shake. I told her not to order the shake. I told her not to order the shake because that was over the budget.
Right. Don't add no cheese on the sandwiches. You know what I mean? Anything plain, you can get 40 cheeseburgers. I mean 40 hamburgers. No cheese.
No cheese.
You know what I mean?
Cheese killing me, man. But $60, $30, killing me.
But
right back.
But supposedly, at the end of the case, it was proven supposedly that Fat Joe did use some of Big Pun's money, and now he has to pay Liza Rios $4 million. So yeah.
I'm actually happy for her. I'm glad that it gives some closure. I mean, he probably owed them more money.
You think so?
Be realistic.
Like with interest or some shit?
Well, I mean, shoot, the man's been dead when he died, like
2000?
Yeah, he got up. Well, he came out.
No, it was either 2000 2001, one of those.
Yeah, I think it was 2001.
Okay.
No. It was 2000.
Okay.
It was 2000.
Either
but
way.
but either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man been dead, and then on top of that, he been fighting with, he been, y'all been strong, he, whatever situation y'all was in, like, man, shoot, the man ended up, him and Fat Joe ended up chasing Jay-Z down.
Right.
And throwing champagne bottles. Like, they would ride or die for real.
Yeah.
And like, my mans couldn't look out for the, you know what I'm saying?
I heard Big Pun cracked Jay-Z over the head with like a bottle or something. You know what I mean?
They said Big Pun played.
Yeah, man.
Even Prodigy was like, Big Pun was like, man, look here, man. I said, you see this? I said, man, like, punting all these guns. They had all these guns. I said, look, man, you ain't got your gun, so don't you ever walk up in here with no shit. Man, I ain't gonna Pun. I'm more careful, you know. And then Nori, I think no, not Nori. Who Kid? He said Who Kid was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to do my Who Kid's voice, but yeah, that nigga Pun wild. So, I was in the car and I was like, yo, man, I did something. I forgot what he did. I think he did some type of. It was like a diss, not necessarily a diss, but I think he played some track or something.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
And like, yo, Big Pun kidnapped his ass.
Right.
And he's like, look, man, I lived this life for real. Like, he's, yeah, man, like, Pun, man, like, yo, this nigga was mafioso for real. Yeah, like, all this shit. As soon as I got all this stuff and got his tapes and the money, I got the fuck on, man. I got on that. So yeah, I mean,
hey, Who Kid ain't playing,
Yeah, shout out to Who Kid. I'm sorry about you.
I did hear something about that. Seemed like I heard something like they tried to catch Who Kid one time and he ran, but then the second time they found him and Big Pun grabbed him up and, like you said, threw him in a van or something. I was like, yo, that's crazy as fuck, yo. Man. Big Pun was crazy, man.
Oh, wow, son. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, but I'm thankful that she got that. I hope that I'll be able to help out her son, who's a dope MC, Chris Rivers. Yeah, Chris Rivers. I hope that helps him out because he's incredible.
That's what I've been trying to find out. Why his son's last name is Rivers, but his last name is Rios, and the wife's last name is Rios. So it's like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Did he just have a issue with his pops and just said, I don't want that name or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But yeah, man, I'm happy for him on that front. Like I said, I think Fat Joe would have been able to, what I'm saying, he may not have done that if he just maybe like took care of them after Pun died. You know what I'm saying? They could at least like, look, man, we'll take care of you. I may not be able to do all this, but I'll be able to take care of you. Have some type of agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like Fat Joe was definitely wrong if he was lying about all that money and whatnot. But to a certain degree, I agree with what he was saying because over the years, Fat Joe's argument has always been, this lady just wants me to be a charity case to her so that she can just live free for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not my job to just fund your whole lifestyle just because you were married to Pun.
Mm-hmm.
So to that degree, I get it.
Yeah.
But if there was really monies owed, then yeah, you definitely should give that to her. Now, according to Fat Joe, another thing that he said he did was he signed over the rights to some of Pun's music, or either some or all of it, back in like the early 2000s, directly to her, so that if any money was to be gained from that, it would go directly to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's why he felt like,
look,
I've done so much, yeah. But who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe she didn't know what to do with the music. You know what I mean? Maybe she just didn't know how to, make sure she got paid off of it. Because you can still get paid off of that music.
And that's the thing too. It's really kind of hard to, when you got Big Pun, artists like Big Pun and Biggie, they only had like a couple years bodies of work. Well, more so Big Pun than like Biggie, because I will say Biggie did have like some stuff that he was working with the underground and stuff before he became the bad boy and all that stuff. So, but you know what I'm saying, like with Pun, you know what I'm saying, his catalog was kind of limited, but he was amazing. He was amazing talent for the time he was here.
Right.
So,
definitely an amazing talent, man. So I just, I want to hear what Fat Joe got to say now that the court case is over, because he hasn't really spoke out. I know Whack 100 has kind of thrown his hat in the game, because basically he's saying that he's helped the wife, Liza Rios.
mm-hmm.
Basically, she was trying to get a deal to do a documentary on Big Pun.
Yeah.
And so supposedly Whack 100 kind of helped her with some of his connections and got her a deal to do that. And so he's been kind of talking junk about Fat Joe, like, yeah, you wrong, you stole this lady money and she was homeless and all of that. And I mean, I'm sorry, if you homeless and just because you waiting on some money, and you ain't trying to go out there and work and actually, work a job, that's on you. Now, yeah, he might owe you some money, but for you to just allow yourself to be homeless and not use your skills to the best of your ability, I hope that's not what she was doing. You know what I mean? Because some people will do that. I've known people like that. They're like, I'm not going to put no effort into a job because the government owe me money. And I'm just going to wait so they can cut me a bigger check. And I don't know. I just can't do that, man. I'm not willing to risk my life just so that.
Wait on this reparations check.
Right. Government gonna give me my reparations one of these days.
My shit.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I guess we can move on to our last topic. But y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. The whole Fat Joe owing her $4 million and not having the proof that he had given her $8 million years ago. Because my thing is, even if, let's say, you don't have a receipt or something, you can at least say, you can look at my bank statement at that same day, you can say I withdrew $1 million, or I withdrew, $500,000 here, $500,000, something. And if you ain't have none of that, bro, and if you say something like I gave her $1 million in cash, then that was foolish of you.
Yeah.
I would never give nobody $1 million in cash.
Nah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna give you something, it's gonna be a legal transaction.
And if you fuck around with me so much, it might be a post-dated check.
Right.
Don't cash it. Don't cash it now.
Right.
Wait till Thursday.
Right.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right. Don't see that nigga for 3 weeks.
Yo, the check is, the check ain't clear. Look. I forgot all about
it. I got you next week. Yeah, man, that's a trip, man.
Oh, shit.
Well, anyway, I guess we can jump into this last topic. Concerning the Freaknik documentary, Mark Lamont Hill made some statements lately that's been kind of buzzing all over the place. That I didn't care for myself, but I hope y'all, are able to listen to this clip and, get a feel for what he said. But basically, here's my take on it. He said, he feels like most of the issues with Freaknik were not the women, but it was the men. Men who were doing things like assaulting women, fondling women without, basically he's saying you were doing shit without permission. He said it was a whole bunch of rape culture. I mean, come on, man, those are strong words, you know what I mean? And you're basically taking all the weight off of the women and putting it on the men. Like women were just out there dressed like nuns, and men were just coming up to them and grabbing them. Show me your pussy, bitch.
Show me, come on there, show me some titties. There's some holes in this house.
Exactly.
There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. Trying to get church club.
I don't know, man, but from what I know about Freaknik, it wasn't nothing like that. No. Women were out there being as loose as they could, just like them old girls going wild tapes. Women are out there just trying to cut loose. Now, I get it. Men might have been grabbing them up and groping them, but it wasn't anything that wasn't prompted by what these women were doing.
Well, that's the thing, too. There were women that did that, but they make it like all the women were doing that.
Right.
All the men were doing that.
Right.
No, there was only particular types of men and women that did that. Those that felt confident and, with themselves, they did that type of stuff. But not every person that went there to, I'm just going to go over here, just to, what I'm saying? It was a, what I'm saying? For them, it was more like a festival, what I'm saying? Not
exactly.
Like what I'm saying? Or it was like a big ass party, so we just going to check it out.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, if you have a woman over there bent over and the guy up there spreading the butt cheeks over them like a can of biscuits, and she letting them do it, like right.
This is all about heavy drinking, alcohol, smoking, and that type of stuff. And you know what people are. When they are drinking, they're trying to cut loose. They're trying to do excessive stuff. And so I'm not trying to say that no woman ever got raped at Freaknik. It probably did happen. But I'm saying the overall experience was women cutting loose and men cutting loose. Everybody was just trying to have a good time. Yeah. And so if a man saw that a woman was willing to show her assets, like if she was pulling up her shirt, look at my titty, he might come over and join in. Like, oh, okay, those are nice. He might touch them, Or if she pulled her pants down and showed her butt, he might be like, oh, that's a nice butt touching. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing nothing that wasn't kind of prompted. And then there was no, you ain't gonna find no Freaknik video where a woman is like, stop, you're hurting me. I don't want you to touch me. Right.
Like this
right back. So, I'm just saying, man, don't act like these women is innocent, man. You know what I mean? Because if a man did the same thing, if he walked down the street with his dick out and a woman came up and grabbed it, you know what I mean? You're not going to be mad at the woman. You're going to say, well, he shouldn't have pulled it out. You know what I mean? You put it out there, so she took advantage. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just saying that there was the same amount of guilt on both parts is what I'm saying.
There was a woman that did that shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you ain't hear nah nigga say,
nah. Right.
She touched my dick.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna get
she took advantage of me.
Nah, dude was like,
right, like, yeah.
You know what it is.
Right.
You know what it is.
So, I'm just saying, I just think that Mark Lamar Hill was wrong for what he said, because you can't use excessive words like assault and rape culture and stuff like that, when there was no overall rape culture. Yeah, I'm sure there might have been some girls who got raped. I mean, that's just, I don't think that should have happened. But I'm just saying not every girl that butt was getting raped. You know what I mean? They wanted to get that attention, just like the girls on Wild. You know what I mean? If a guy comes up to you with a camera and says, I'm filming for a documentary called Girls Gone Wild, show me your titties, and you do it, does that mean he assaulted you? No. You took advantage of that moment. You wanted to be on camera, you wanted some spotlight, and you got it. You know what I mean? Just like the man who wanted some spotlight, he got it. Now, if anybody did get raped during that time, definitely they should be prosecuted and all of that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, don't act like the overall whole experience was just about women just out there getting mangled and assaulted and raped and all of that. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
That shit kind of crazy.
That shit is corny, man. It's disgusting for him to say that. So, that's just my 2 cents. Y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comments, man. But, if you got something else to say, go for it, man. I don't think we have a rant.
Nah, you good. I think that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, it's just, I just think y'all should weigh in on that, because I want to hear if anybody else feels like I feel, so I can see if I'm crazy or not. You know what I mean?
But one thing we gotta do, we shoot and we slapping the shit out of Mark.
Slapping him.
Smack the shit out of him. You big dummy.
You big dummy, Lamont. But yeah, man, so again, y'all let us know how y'all feel about that in the comments. And please don't forget, hit all the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. We need funds. Allocated. I need a new phone too, so y'all help me get a new phone.
Thanks,
I'm gonna put the cash app up.
Yeah, help. This is the help purchased by a phone foundation.
So yeah, man. But for episode 239, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.